This is the card we're going to be doing today. Isn't it pretty? This is a gorgeous set. Well, they're two gorgeous sets, but I am using Forever Florals, which is a set that we used at the virtual card retreat and is coming out, not quite sure when, but it's coming out. And I use the Thinking of You, and then I use this gorgeous die. It is stunning. And then I use my Lifetime of Love, this one right here, and I stamped that twice, and I used this one to cut it out. I use this for the leaf, and I use that for leaves. So, and then I use this beautiful paper that's stuck on my finger. It's called Perennial Lavender. It is very pretty paper. You have a whole sheet, and you have the one-way design here, and then you have that, which is an all-over design, and then this, which is just kind of like a water drop look to it. This one is so pretty with all the different colors in it, and then you get the green on the back. I am struggling with this one. I've done those two. Done that one, done that one. Maybe I've done them all, except for the two we're doing. Okay, so I am using this one, the back of it, or you could use this one, the back of it. So on the card that I have done, I've used this, but it doesn't look like anything other than just gorgeous grape on there. But the one I'm using, or going to do, I use this, and it's got a little bit of the white on it, so that you can see a little bit of a difference, but it cuts out so much that unless you have a very diversified card, or no, designer series paper, then it doesn't look that much different. But you can see a little bit of the white showing through, which you cannot see on that one. So I like this one better because it gives it just a little bit of a different look. So I smartened up. I put an adhesive sheet on the back of this, so I will be taking that off and putting it on basic white, and then on the basic white I can stamp in here, and I don't have to I could have embossed it, but I didn't want that look. I wanted the just plain, so that it makes it easy for everybody. I did not decorate my envelope like with color. I just stamped it, and I think it looks very pretty that way. You can color it if you want, but if you color it, make sure you put a piece inside it so it doesn't bleed, because it will bleed through. But I kind of like this, and I didn't do anything on this. This is where I will stamp my salutation, whatever verse I want to put in here, and it just gives it a look behind, like around the sentiment. So yeah, we'll get started. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring this in and I'm going to color this. I'm not going to color the whole thing, but I will color some of it. I am using my Peach Pie Light. Yeah. I am just using it on this big flower because I want the big flower to be a little bit different. I don't want it the same as the other two flowers. They need to look just a bit different. I don't know if you can hear my family upstairs, but my husband's feeding my grandson. He eats all the time. Oh my word, he must be going through a growing spurt because he is eating tons right now. Every couple hours it's like, Papa, I'm hungry. Can I have a sandwich? Can I have bacon and eggs? Can I have cereal? Can I have? Oh. Yeah, he's a sweetheart. Oh my goodness, he's so cute. I know everybody thinks their grandkids are the cutest, but I do too. I'm just doing the parts that are kind of like rolled back that you would see, or I'm edging them, making just them a little bit darker like that. And then I will, this is dark lemon lolly, this is light lemon lolly, and I will just come in. Yeah, I said I wasn't going to do it all, didn't I? And then I just got carried away. It just doesn't take that long. Like that. Now I am coming in with my dark Granny Apple Green. And I will try to only do one leaf. I'm not doing all the lines because that would totally fill it in. I'm just doing a little bit and then outlining it and then just doing circles. And there it's done. And when it dries, it will show a little bit of difference. And through the magic of television, I have these already done. But I am just going to start with this and so that I have started this so that I can there. trying to get it all the way over to this side. It just takes a few minutes to line it up. And hopefully it is there. Once I get it down and get it going, well, there's stuff there. Just make sure that this edge is on the line, as is this edge. And then you just keep peeling it back. There we go. Throw that in the garbage. There. Now I am just gonna go like that. And it's done. Pretty good, eh? So I am going to glue this on here, and then I am going to stamp my thinking of you. So how's everybody doing today? It is a day that, it's a wintry day here. It's not that, like, it's not snowing and blowing, but it's a day that I want to stay inside. Of course, that's every day in the winter. I like looking outside at the snow accumulation and letting it stay outside and me stay inside. It's, yeah, it's a little crazy. I think everybody's had a bad winter this year for snow and rain or sleet or whatever precipitation that you got. It has been a crazy year. We've never, not for a long time, have we had snow that stayed this deep and this long. I know one year I was away at school, and we got all kinds of snow that year. Of course, I didn't get it because I was gone, but everybody around here my home got it, and they were complaining bitterly about it, but I wasn't here to have a problem. Now, I am going to bring in these. I don't know why that's in there, because it's nothing. One thing I forgot to tell you, and if I don't tell you now, I will not tell you. This die right here, before I used it, of course I took it off, but I rubbed it with a dryer sheet. Just like that. And make sure I went along the edges. And my die popped off beautifully, the die cut. It literally just peeled out. It was very nice. So you don't use dryer sheets in the dryer because it leaves a coating behind which could lead to a fire, I'm told. I don't know. But anyways, that's what I'm told. So what you do is buy them and use them for your stamping, or take the ones that you have left over and use them for your stamping. So I did 2 of these for a card, and I did 4 of those. So I am just going to cut these off, and then I've got to round these out. And make them usable. There. So it just takes a couple minutes. It doesn't take long. There. Now I will be cutting down a couple of these just to show you how I did it. But now this is going to go up here. So you can see where I'm going to glue. And I'm going to grab my small glue bottle. And just like that. Now I'm going to do the same down here, only it slants the other way. There. So not everything's sticking out. And I might just as well do these at the same time so that they're ready. I did that upside down. So my daughter, son-in-law, and 2 grandkids just got back from the Dominican. They had a week down there of absolutely wonderful weather, and they had a wonderful time, got a lot of good memories, and I got lots of pictures of them down there, and I was jealous and wished I could be down there with them, not them be there, but I wished I could be there and enjoy. But anyways, that doesn't always happen, so that's life. And with me just getting over surgery, just not a good time for us to go. Unfortunately, but that's the way it is, so. Actually, this is supposed to go back here. There. And then I am going to cut these apart. There. Now, I just I don't want these to stick out too much. Oh, gotta. You have to know where you're going to put them so you know where to glue them. Yeah, this is the fiddly part. Yeah, my grandsons didn't care whether it was the ocean or the pool. Well, they had a really nice water slide and different things at the pool that they loved. And they just, it looked like they had an absolute blast. So now I am going to put these on. And some of them I'm going to cut so that they can go on the leaves. Like I have an itchy eye. Sorry about that. I have rosacea in my eyes, and they start itching every once in a while. So are you having a good winter? How is winter cold for you like it is here in Canada? 'Cause we get cold weather. In Ontario, we don't usually get as bad as the northern areas or the western, Saskatchewan, Alberta, Manitoba. We don't get temperatures like they get temperatures. We're fortunate that way. But yeah, it's crazy sometimes how cold this year has been. So I am going to, there it is. And I am going to stamp this in the center. As good as I can. And I try to use my piercing mat so that I get a good coverage. And now I am going to use my picky tool. You can take your pick tool. My picky tool's out, so I use it. Okay, so this is going to go I'm going to put some glue on this right here, and then I am going to push it in and make sure that it connects with that one so that if it's over, it will snag and you will rip it off, unfortunately. There we go. That's better. Now we're going to do the same thing with this one. This winter has been bad for my nails. I keep breaking my nails. Every couple of days, it's like, why? Why, oh why do I have a problem with my nails? And this one's going to have to go there too. Whoopsie. There we go. Now I am bringing in my ribbon. Oh, it is the white ribbon. It is 1/4 of an inch wide. I hope this is not gone. I just keep losing things, but I still have them, so I've got to use them. So just white ribbon, whatever you have. This is a really nice one, so I hope it's still available, but this is one thing I forgot to check. The embellishments that I'm using are not available, but I like them. They match the card, so I'm going to use them. And I'm sorry, but buying all new embellishments when Stampin' Up! Decides to get rid of them, and I have almost a full package, is something I cannot afford, unfortunately. So I am putting it up here. Puffing that up because it does it beautifully. And attaching that because I don't like a bow that wiggles. If you've been with me very long, you know I do not like bows that wiggle back and forth. There we go. And my embellishments, these are low profile dots, but like I said, they're not available. But look at that pretty color that blends so nicely with these yellow flowers. And I'm putting one there and one in here, and whoopsie, the wrong thing grabbed it. There we go. Now I have got to stamp my inside. Put these away first. I like the low profile because they don't, unfortunately, they're gone, but they don't take up any air room for sending them in the mail. Put this away so that I don't stop it up with glue. So get this, and I'm using Smoky Slate. I just wanted it to be a little subtle. Now on the envelope, doesn't matter. There, see, it doesn't matter. But that was wrong. This is where I want it to, I thought that was the envelope. This I'm stamping off, and then I'm doing it like it's cascading down, and I want it light because I want the words to go over top of it. See, it's just very faint. Now I will do the envelope. Silly me. But if you want to do that with your envelope or your inside, you go right ahead. But you can color them too. I just wanted to give the option that you don't have to color them. You can do it like this, and it's perfectly fine. It looks nice with just stamped. And most people throw their envelope away anyway, so if you don't want to spend a lot of time, if it's just for somebody that is, like if it's for somebody that it's very special, then you can color it in, and I'm sure they will appreciate it. But if it's, you don't want to spend the time on the card, don't. But like I say, it's totally up to you how you do your card. The inside. I like it this way because I haven't done one around a verse lately, and I thought, oh, it'll be nice just to have something a little bit different than what I've been doing lately. So if you could like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel, that would be wonderful. I truly appreciate that, as it helps me grow my channel, and I'm in desperate need of growing my channel. Thanks so much for being here. I truly appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to spend it with me. Thanks. Bye now.